Hey everybody, this is Matthew Thomas coming at you again. If you checked out my other videos, I think it's pretty clear by now that I'm really into pop vinyls. That and Blu-rays are my main collection now, and still every once in a while, very once in a while, I'll pick up an old school DVD if it's a movie that I absolutely love that I can't find on Blu-ray. But yeah, so it's mainly Blu-rays and pop vinyls. They're the things that I collect. But I thought you might find it, anybody who enjoys my channel might find it interesting to see um, a few remnants from my old school, just classic action figure days. Because I still have some that I've held on to that I don't think I'll ever get rid of. And actually, I just realized I forgot one over there, so just give me 1 second here. Um, yeah, so I still have several that I've held on to that I don't think I'll be getting rid of anytime soon. That I thought it might be interesting for people to see, just because it gives you an idea of some of the things that I really truly love. So first off, I showed him in my channel update video real quick, but I thought I'd show him again because he falls under the same category. I have this massive Hulk figure. He was given to me by my brother-in-law actually for my birthday. It was really cool of him. I've mentioned before that the Hulk is my all-time favorite comic book character because I just love the duality of the character. I think in some people's hands, in some writers' hands, where he's not as good as he could be, he's just like a kind of big kind of dummy who's like, oh, smash everything. And don't get me wrong, that is part of his character, but when he's just that's not that overly interesting to me. The thing I love is like when he's, it's like a man at war with himself, this brilliant scientist who, doesn't necessarily but has this huge, just like unstoppable monster inside of him. I just think it could be really fascinating. But in a similar vein, there's two of these figures that are from my childhood. Most of the figures that I had when I was a kid, I haven't really held on to. Most of them are still at my parents' house in their basement. But there's two that are movie based that I really love that I've held on to. The first is this guy here. It's an old school Frankenstein from like the classic monster movies. I would love to get a Frankenstein pop vinyl. Again, and it's very similar reasons to the Hulk. I just love unlike the Hulk, where he's got this monster inside of him that he's always trying to quell. The thing that I always thought was so fascinating about Frankenstein is just that people see him as a monster, but he isn't really. In some of the Frankenstein stories, he does some things that are kind of monstrous, but it's mainly because he just doesn't understand, right? So I love that character. And then the other one from my childhood that I always hold on to, and there's not any deep meaning behind this character. She's just an awesome character. And that's this guy right here, Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. He's very squeezable. See, look at him be squeezing. But yeah, I've always loved Ghostbusters. I mean, who doesn't, right? And this was a figure I had when I was a kid. I don't know how well it can come out, but like there's like pen on there and stuff like that. But since he's certainly beaten up because again he was a child's toy, but still absolutely love him. And then I've been doing a series on my all-time favorite movies, and this guy comes from my second favorite movie of all time, and this is Kick-Ass Predator figure. I have a Predator pop vinyl that I absolutely love, but this guy is just so. Look how cool that guy. Like that is so cool. Just love this figure. And then finally, it's my all-time favorite comic villain. I'd say I have three. There's my three favorite, and they're all pretty close to one another. Two of them I don't have in any form, which is really disappointing to me, and that's Mr. Sinister and Doctor Doom. Mr. Sinister, I've just always thought he was so cool, and I love that like his machinations can be felt in all throughout the Marvel universe, and like how so it's like he's clearly out for himself and he's villainous. There's no question, but not everything he does is straight up evil, but he's not doing it to be good. I think he's just an awesome character. And then Doctor Doom, I just love him just because again it's very similar to like the Hulk and Frankenstein. I mean he's completely deserving of being called a villain whatsoever. But when I've read him, when he's at his best, I've never thought that he feels that he's a villain. And there's other characters that are like that too, like obviously like Magneto and all them. But I don't know. There's just something about Doctor Doom that's always really really appealed to me. And don't get me wrong, I love Magneto too, but just not at the same level. And then the final guy is this guy right here, Apocalypse. I just love like his ethos of only the strong shall survive. I love how I always thought it was really fascinating how his character is one that he obviously he sees himself as the strongest, but if he was ever defeated and killed, he wouldn't be in the moments beforehand. I think he would almost take like pleasure in it because he'd realize that the strongest has defeated him. And that's what matters to him. And also, a lot of the reason why I love his character so much is the Age of Apocalypse is my all-time favorite comic storyline. Like I just thought it was so creative, and like these days you see like there's so many. I mean, like I used to read the What If comics, and I always thought they were fascinating. And there's with the Exiles that were in the comic scene, the Exiles that were around. You saw so many different universes that things were different, but to actually like go and live in this universe for 3 months or 4 months, I think it was. Yeah, 4 months. And then there was like a preamble and a postamble. At the time, that was probably like the height of my collecting comics, and to like all my X books all of a sudden were gone, and you were in this universe, and it was so fascinating to see where Wolverine had no hands, Cyclops literally had one eye. And not in a cartoony way, and to see who were good. Like the Beast of all characters was like this super sadistic villain. Like it was just really really fascinating to see. So I think a lot of my affection comes from that. But then I also just really love the character. So there you go. Those are the. There's one other little guy. This guy right here. A little pop vinyl groundskeeper Willie. I always really liked this character, but the reason why I like that one so much and will hold on to it is when I was younger, the first bobbleheads I ever got. I have lots of pop vinyl bobbleheads, and I like them a lot now because my daughter really likes to see them bobble. But I just never necessarily saw the appeal of bobbleheads, which is funny because I have another one. But anyways, so I had the whole set of the Simpsons bobbleheads that were like this, and I got two of Groundskeeper Willie. That's how you say those words. I had two of him, and so I had the first car that I ever had at the time. So just another lark. They were ones that you could like attach to things. They had little stickers underneath them. So I took the sticker and I attached it to the dash of my car, and it was always there when I was driving around, and it always kind of made me smile because I love The Simpsons. So I think I'll probably just always hold on to him now, just because he was, just a cool thing that I enjoyed for all those years. So yeah. So those are the figures that I'm going to hold on to. And actually, after this one, I think I might make another video of the ones that I still have that I still would get rid of, just so you can see the ones I used to love, and that now these ones I would still absolutely trade for the right pop vinyl. So there you go.